Level 1, the bottle. So you're just 14. You live in a neighborhood where MS-13 runs everything, every single block. You see these older dudes always rocking blue and white. They've got cash, they've got mad respect. Your mom's hustling 2 jobs, and at school, you're basically a ghost. But when these guys roll down the street, everyone just gets out of their way. So you start chilling on their corner where they hang out. You don't even think about asking to join. That's a no-go. You just kinda exist there. You run errands, grab their cigs from the store. You watch their back when they're doing business. You hold on the packages, no questions asked. They call you bottle, which basically means lookout. You stand out there for hours. Your job's easy. Cop car? Text a single emoji. The police car. Done. If you spot Barrio 18, you bolt inside and give them a heads up. You make 0 cash. This is all a test, see? They want to see if you can keep your trap shut. Teacher asks about the guys on the corner, you zip it. Cops offer you $20 to spill, you just walk away. You're just waiting for the day they call you anything but bottle. Level 2, the chow. 6 months fly by. You shown them you're no snitch. When night, Sneaky grabs you, pulls you aside. You want to be in? You just nod. Then you get checked. The chow is the test. It's a beatdown. You're in an alley. 13 dudes form a circle around you. You gotta survive 13 rounds of them all jumping you at once. No fighting back, no running, no screaming. The count begins. 1, pow to your jaw. 2, a kick to the ribs. 5, you're down. 8, you taste blood. 11, everything's blurry. 13, it stops. You're on the concrete, hurting everywhere. Sneaky helps you up, gives you a hug. Welcome home, homeboy. You're in. They hook you up with a street name. Flaco, Smiley, Diablo, whatever. That's who you are now. Still no money, but now you got protection. This is your family now. Blood in, blood out. You know the drill. Level 3, the soldier. You're 16, been jumped in for a year. Now you get your first real gig. You're a soldier. Your job is moving stuff. MS-13 runs the local drug game. You don't touch it directly, you're just the go-between. Someone drops a package behind a dumpster. You grab it, walk 3 blocks to a house, knock twice, door opens, hand over the package, you're out. You pull in $200 a week. That's more than your mom makes in 3 days. New kicks, a chain, you start feeling like a boss. But man, the risk is no joke. Cops catch you with that package, straight to juvie. MS-13 ain't bailing you out. You do your time, keep your mouth shut. That's the main rule. Snitch and you're dead. They'll hunt you down. Even inside, you gotta put in work. Crew needs muscle, you're there. Store owner won't pay protection, you and 3 others roll in with bats, smash the windows, leave. Next week, he's paying. Rival gang member pops up in your hood, grab a weapon, go hunting. Level 4, the veterano. You're 19, been in the game for 5 years, done some time, 18 months in county for assault. You just sat in that cell, didn't say a peep to the cops. Came out and they threw you a party. You earned your stripes, man. Now you're a veterano, a veteran. No more grunt work for you. You got younger soldiers under you now. They pass up money to you, you take your cut, then pass the rest to the palberero. Your gig is managing territory. You run 3 blocks. You say which corner dealers stand on, who sells, who gets taxed. You also lay down the law. If some younger cat is screwing up, running his mouth too much, or skimming cash, you're the one who straightens him out. Sometimes it's just a talk. Sometimes it's a beatdown. Sometimes, poof, he's gone. You're pulling in about $1,500 a week. You got a car now, a used Honda, an apartment, a girl. Life feels pretty sweet, but you're marked. Cops know your mug. You're in some database, verified gang member. Anything goes down in your turf, they're knocking on your door first. You can't just walk away from this life. No running. MS-13 is everywhere. LA, Houston, Long Island, El Salvador. Only way out is in a box or as a rat. And rats don't last long. Level 5, the palo. You're 24. You've outlasted most guys. Been shot twice, busted 6 times, done 2 stints in prison. But you never cracked. The crew trusts you. You're bumped up to palberero, the one who speaks. You're the boss of your local crew. Got 30 to 40 soldiers under you. You run a whole neighborhood. Your job is management. You collect the cash from all your veteranos, take your slice, then pass the rest to the ranferero. You hold meetings. The veteranos come to you with their headaches. Barrio 18 hit our dealer. Cops raided the stash house. You call the shots. You give the orders. You also handle the diplomacy. Another gang wants to talk truce. They come to you. Beef between two soldiers. You sort it out. Your word is gospel. You say someone gets jumped out. It happens. You say someone gets greenlit, marked for death. It happens. You're pulling in about 5 to 10 grand a week. You got power, you got respect, but you also got a giant target on your back. Every ambitious veterano wants your spot. Every rival gang wants you whacked. The FBI's got a whole task force just for you. You don't sleep easy anymore. Gun under the pillow. You crash in different spots every few nights. You don't trust anyone completely, especially not your girl. The feds love flipping girlfriends. Level 6, the Ranflorero. You're 30. That's ancient in gang years. Most of the dudes you came up with are dead or doing life. But you're smart, careful. You clawed your way to the top. Now you're the Ranflorero, the regional boss. You run MS-13 operations all over a whole city, maybe even a couple. 5 or 6 baleros report to you. You're overseeing hundreds of soldiers. You're off the streets now. You work from the shadows. You run this whole thing like a proper corporation. You handle the supply chain, negotiate with cartels for coke and smack shipments. You set the prices. You control who gets what. You're also the money man. MS-13 pulls in millions. You gotta clean that cash. So you open up legit businesses, a car wash, a construction company, a nightclub. The money washes through them. You're raking in 20 to 50 grand a week. Nice house, new truck, expensive threads. To your neighbors, you're just a successful businessman. They're clueless. But the pressure, it's intense. The FBI's got a wiretap on your phone. You know it, so you never talk business on the phone. You meet up face to face, talking code. You're also dealing with international stuff. MS-13 ain't one big happy family. It's a bunch of crews that sometimes work together, sometimes fight. You gotta keep the peace. And you're tied in with the shock callers in prison. MS-13's top dogs are locked up in maximum security joints in El Salvador and the US. They send out orders through lawyers and coded letters. They say move, you move. They say someone dies, that person's dead. You're powerful, sure, but you're not free. You're a prisoner of this life you picked. Level 8, the shock collar. You finally got busted. The feds built their RICO case. You're staring down 30 years, no parole. You're gonna die in prison. But here's the kicker. Prison's where MS-13 really thrives. On the streets, you are powerful. In here, you're a king. They send you to a maximum security federal joint. Within a week, you've linked up with the other MS-13 guys inside. Dozens of them. They run that prison. You become a shot caller, one of the top dogs in there. You call the shots on your cell block. You decide who's protected, who gets shift. You break up fights. You lay down the rules. You also talk to the streets. Your wife visits once a month, brings you updates, takes your orders back out there. You're in a cage, yeah, but you still got power. You run the prison economy. Drugs get sneaked in by dirty guards. Phones come via drones. Money moves through commissary accounts. You tax everything. You also order hits. Some guy on the street snitching, you make a call. 3 days later, he's gone. A rival gang member gets moved to your prison. You give the word. He gets shanked in the shower. Prison is your empire now. You got respect, authority, control. The only thing you don't have is freedom. Level 9, the international leader. Okay, one more level. The absolute top dogs, the founders, the legends. MS-13 started in LA back in the 80s. Salvadoran refugees escaping civil war formed a gang just to protect themselves. But in the 90s, the US government kicked thousands of MS-13 members back to El Salvador. They basically took the gang with them. Now MS-13 works in two worlds, the streets of America and Central America. The absolute top leaders, the founders who are still kicking, they're sitting in Salvadoran prisons, places like Zacatelocula, a max security joint where MS-13 runs whole cell blocks. These guys are like ghosts, no social media, no interviews. They talk through layers of other people, but what they say goes. An order from them, it travels from El Salvador to LA, to New York, to Virginia. Thousands of soldiers follow it. No questions asked. You'll never get this high. These men built MS-13. They're legendary. They're practically a religion. You're just a soldier in their army. Level 9, the end. You're 35, been in MS-13 for 21 years, shot 4 times, killed 3 people, 2 prison stints, made hundreds of thousands of dollars. But you blew it all. You're sitting in your car outside your mom's place. She's old now, cries every time she sees you, begs you to quit the gang, says it's not too late, but it totally is. No retirement plan here, no just walking away. You're MS-13 for life. Blood in, blood out. You start the car, drive back to that corner where you first stood 21 years ago as Apollo. There's a new kid there. He's 14, watching, hungry. You see yourself in him, and the whole thing just keeps going.